Bro, hear me out.
To correlate the perception of magic into this because it's not that it's necessary, but the concept is very important. When observing an encompassment of all things, you are to observe the probable and improbable outcomes, the complete nonsensical and the absolute sense, as if nonsense becomes sense, and vice versa. So when you're looking at things such as quantum field theory, there are going to be inadequate speculations from the adequate standpoint and the inadequate standpoint, because it is an encompassment of all of it. The geometric lining between the obvious and the obviously absurd are a lot closer than we think. Hence chaos and everything in between. We can freeze a state of the ocean, take the atomic structure, and measure out and map out all of the extra crystalline atomic structures that make up the entire ocean. But what we can't do is predict the chaotic formations that come afterwards. The probability that comes after that one state of recorded data is absolutely impossible to determine and define, because you would require all forms of data, including the absolute improbable forms of data, the absolute absurd and the absolute mundane, the hyper accurate and total lunacy. Not that it makes a difference, but it is absolutely necessary to narrow down your pinpointed expectations. And when you're going for quantum accuracy, magic is not far off. You're dealing with a hand wave summoning rain as a factor to every single ripple in the ocean, including that hand, even if it had nothing to do with the rain. In the geometric standpoint, all absurds absolutely matter in this kind of perspective. It's like turning on your shower hose and not having any ripples until you have a big enough puddle for the ripples to show up. I could take a water bottle and flick it, but the waves will be very secluded and they're easy to measure. But the moment I give you a pool, you can only measure within the confines of the pool. And then you have a sphere, and all the things that go on the sphere, every single factor, even lunacy and absolute absurdity, it plays a factor. This might be a stretch, but theoretically the entire planet would have to be uniform. The entire planet, for us to find any form of this absolute golden equation.